Hey, planner babes, this is Brittany of Planning with Brit. If you're a newbie but goodie, welcome to my channel. And if you are oldie, welcome back, you guys. So it is Wednesday. It is June the 4th. You guys, we are almost halfway through the year. I always say this every month. Every month it gets closer. And I'm like, we're closer through this time. We're almost through this time. We are about to be halfway through the year of 2025. And you guys, I am super excited. My kids have the rest of this week and one more full week of school. Their last day is next Friday, the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, I'm super excited. I'm praying that I will be able to stay on track with my videos because, of course, those who have kids, you guys know that filming your content while your kids are home can be a total disaster. But I am going to stay on top of all of my postings and videos one way or another. So starting after next week, when I do my videos, if you guys hear children in the background, don't mind them. But today, you guys, I am bringing you my May flip through. That is in my Leela Journals planner / journal. Of course, you guys know I have it housed in my beautiful, what is this? This is my quilted blush no-teak desk agenda, you guys. I was thinking about if I want to keep using this through July through September, because you guys know I typically switch my covers up, but I don't know yet. I have a Leela Journals actual cover that I want to use for the summer that I got last year, which is the Rose Fields, which I can show you what it looks like really fast. It's this gorgeous thing right here. And I already have my planner for July through September already in it, ready to use. So I think I'm just going to use this. Don't know if I'm going to switch to this, but I've used it for this quarter. So after June, I'm just going to probably stick with this from July through September. So yay. But again, I'm going to be showing you my May flip through. And I'm also going to be showing you guys my June currently inked pens because yes, I do have that together. I was going to do a separate video and post it on Friday, but I just want to go ahead and just add it with this video. So you guys get two things in one today for my video. So let's just jump right into it. So for May, you guys know that I was using the wonderful Rosy Life Planner May subscription kit. You guys know that Linda is phenomenal with her kits. I've been getting her kits for the last few months. I did put it on pause for now. The last one I got was for May, but no harsh feelings, no tears, you guys. I do have one of her theme boxes that should be shipping either today or tomorrow that I should be getting by Sunday or Monday. So be on the lookout for that. I will have a fresh video for you guys on hopefully Monday if it comes this weekend. But yes, but again, the Rosy Life Planner, and it was the May kit, and it was called Romancing May. So it was a lot of pretty pink florals with a little touch of red here and there, but it was mostly dark pinks and light pinks. So this, you guys, I typically do a deco page, and then I was doing my monthly vellum on this page. I did have a no spend track that I was doing. I did good for the whole month. I didn't even realize I didn't finish crossing out the dates. The only time I ordered something was, I believe, on the 28th. And that was, I ordered my, what did I order? Oh, I ordered my, what did I order, you guys? Oh, I ordered from Atlas Stationery's my Twsbi mini diamond pen. That was the only thing I ordered for the month of May. You guys do know I got some Ferris wheel press inks earlier in the month, but all I did was pay for the shipping. I had used my loyalty points for that. So I only did one actual legit purchase. So I did really good in May. I'm happy. I wanted to have not a no spend, but a low spend if possible. So that was my tracker. But yes, so my deco page, my vellum page. So if you guys can remember, I was getting the Blossom kit, which is the middle tier kit. So my monthly vellum is whatever planner size that I wanted, which was the A5 unpunched. And then I had two A4 size vellums that comes in the kit that I can cut down to my liking, either to use as another vellum throughout my planner or in bits and pieces on journaling pages. So for my deco page, that's what I did. I took part of the vellum that was the A4 size and cut it. The kit had some pink wrapping tissue paper on it. So I kind of did the tissue paper as the background. I took the monthly sticker and put it here. Used some of the deco stickers. Because the kit was all about self-compassion and self-love, Linda had a few script stickers that was a part of the deco sheet. So I added those here. So this one says romancing my life. This one says living in the moment. And one of the washi strip sheets had this beautiful floral washi with, I think we got gold foiling. No, it looks like we had rose gold if I'm not mistaken. So that's the foiling that is on the strip of washi tape that was there. That is my monthly. So I typically set up my monthly this way. We had the this month sticker. All of the stickers in the kit was so beautiful. I really, really loved it. This floral sticker actually was on the little envelope that has all of our mini stickers and journaling cards in. So I normally repurpose every sticker that comes on our packaging that Linda has. I think a lot of the lovelies do that. So that's what I did for my monthly setup. I repurposed this sticker off the packaging. And it was so pretty. I really liked how it came out. I decided for the month to outline the borders in red and kind of write everything in either red, pink, and for certain things, I did use Ferris Brush Billowing Blush, as you guys know, which is my favorite that I wrote on there. So that's how the month of May looks. You guys remember I went to Atlantic City with my mom for Mother's Day as a trip, which I really enjoyed myself, and I was really refreshed, and I was glad that I was able to go. That was the first trip that me and my mom ever did together in life. So we really had a fun time. I enjoyed it. It was well worth it. We enjoyed ourselves. We went shopping. My mom's a gambler, so she gambled. She actually won a whole lot of money, which was really, really cool and so unexpected. So we had a grand time there, and I enjoyed myself. So we're already planning next year for Mother's Day in the works to go again together. So we're probably going to make this a thing that I always go with her. She typically was going every year anyway. Her and my aunts have been doing this trip for years. And as the years gone by, all of them normally don't go. And my mother was going to go by herself this year, but she had me tag along, and I had a ball. So I can't wait for next year to go again. But again, this is my monthly setup. Of course, I think every week for the month of May, I actually used the kit that I had. I typically will only do it for 2 weeks, and then the other 2 weeks I might use other stickers that I have. But I really, really, really love this kit, and I made sure to use it down to the last bits. So the end of April going into May, I used a lot of the stickers. Of course, another piece of the A4 vellum that I cut up and put on the actual page. You guys know, again, Ferris Brush Billowing Blush is my jam. So if you can see, which I hope the camera does justice for you guys, it is a pretty blush ink with gold and green shimmer in it, and I love it. It is one of my favorite Ferris Brush inks. That it's the only ink that I bought 2 of the smaller bottles in. And then I had the nerve when I ordered my inks using my royalty points. I got the 85 mil, and look at the shimmer, you guys. So you guys are always going to see this ink in rotation just about every month when I do my currently inked. I love it. It's my favorite ink. You guys know pink is my jam. Hence everything you see. But that blush ink, I don't know. I fell in love with it, and I've been using it ever since. I actually just inked it into my Twsbi Diamond mini pen, and it's just gorgeous. It's to die for. So yeah, I think I used this ink a whole lot in May, but I most definitely used it on my spreads. A lot of my journaling pages you guys are going to see are going to be mainly wrong stickers. And for the month of May, it's funny. I noticed that for the month of May, none of my journal entries are in cursive. I did them all in print. I typically do journal in cursive, but I did it all in print because what Linda does in her kits is she gives us journaling prompts just about every month. And the prompt, again, it was self-compassion. I actually took the month of May, and the prompts come with 31 days of prompts on here. I legitly did every single day for the month of May, and I'm really proud of myself because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I decided to most definitely partake in this, and it really helped me recognize some things about myself that I should work on, some things that I need to incorporate in my self-care and self-love. So Linda, again, as she knows, I've been thanking her all month, but thank you most definitely for this for the month of May. I really, really enjoyed doing the journaling prompts. And this was a freebie in our kit. Linda gives us freebies every month. So this was a freebie. She did a journaling card again for us in April and also in March. So yeah, I was really excited to do this. So yeah, it was just random that every day in May, I decided to write in print and not cursive. That's just what I did. So there we go. These 2 pages was just random because, again, for the theme of the kit, I decided to do some self-care things on these 2 pages. The stickers I use is from Wrong, and that is from the mental health book. I'm about to tell you the actual name. It's the Midnight's Mental Health Sticker Book. There we go. So that's what these stickers are from. This was my currently inked for May. The currently inks that I did was Robert Oyster's Rose Gold Antigua, Ferris Will Press Billowing Blush as usual. I did Diamine Tranquility and J. Harrowbean Amethyst D. L. Oral. I probably did not say that right. But these 2 were samples given to me from one of my fountain pen friends in our group. So they were the inks that I chose. Again, these 2 inks most definitely are always going to stay in rotation, especially Billowing Blush. You guys know I love using Rose Gold Antigua. I have that housed in my Benu Euphoria Rose Tea Pen. So these are 2 inks that I normally always keep in rotation. The next week of May, which was the 5th through the 11th, I accidentally, I was using Rose Gold Antigua, and then come the Wednesday on the 7th, I accidentally picked up my Twsbi. No, it wasn't my Twsbi. At the time, it was in my Esterbrook. And I started writing with this. I think I was tired that morning. And halfway down, I didn't even realize I was using the wrong ink. So I said, okay. I used the wrong ink. So I was like, so the 8th and the 9th, I'll use Rose Gold Antigua. I said the 10th, I'll go back to Billowing Blush. And then the 11th, which was Mother's Day, I used Rose Gold Antigua. I just figured I'd do it that way instead of having one day of using the wrong ink. So it came out pretty. I liked it. I'm unbothered by it. I thought it was cool and unique that I did that once I figured it out after I wasn't so tired anymore. Again, using the most wonderful kits from the Rosy Life Planner. I really like the stickers that Linda did for this kit. So we had another freebie in the kit where this sticker right here, which is the girl on the swing, we had a freebie sticker kit of different shades of girls on the swings. They were really, really pretty. I thought they were really gorgeous. So I enjoyed using these. I think I still have a few of them left, actually. Of course, all of the journaling pages, they're going to be mostly wrong stickers. Some of my stickers are also going to be from Paper Boutique, which you guys know I PR for that shop. Paper Boutique is formerly Divine Designs. So yeah, I was making sure that I was using all of my stuff for the month of May. There's Mother's Day. I did a troubled spirit prayer. Sometimes I like to add prayers into my planner / journal. It was just one of those weeks. The month of May was kind of a bit hard for me and my husband, actually, because my sister-in-law, who is still in rehab, she had a stroke back in March, and she's been in rehab since the end of March, beginning of April. But there was some other things going on with her, and we was taking on the responsibilities, and it was just a lot. So I was glad that I came across this prayer, and I added it in my journal. And this was right around Mother's Day that I added this in here. And it actually really did help. So I'm glad everything has since calmed down now. Everything's been quiet. My sister-in-law is doing extremely well. But yeah, it was just so much stuff going on that I just needed to put a prayer in here and ask God to just guide me through a lot of the stuff that was happening. So, but everything's all good and gravy now. So, yay. This was my packing list for Atlantic City. So I wanted to make sure I had everything. This is the week of Mother's Day, which was the 12th through the 18th. Again, I took a piece of the A4 vellum and taped it down on this side of the page. And then I added one of the monthly scripts to it. As you see, Atlantic City trip. So not too much going on. I put down what we did on those days. And like I said, I had a really, really great time. Of course, Thursday I was back to regularly scheduled with everything with the kids. Let's see. And that was really that. Not too much going on that week. Again, yeah, like I said, I was just writing in regular print on all of my journal entries for the month of May. So it was kind of weird to write in print because I typically write in cursive. So it's interesting to see that I did that. Week of the 19th. Again, here's one of those stickers from the freebie sheet that Linda gave us. I thought these stickers were so gorgeous. I used a lot of the deco pieces this week because I really wasn't using them. This was another sticker I repurposed from the kit packaging. This was actually on the outside of the kit. So the kit is normally wrapped in the plastic, and then Linda typically does tissue paper around it. So that was a sticker that I repurposed. It was a little bit of a busy week this week. My youngest son was home that Thursday and Friday because pre-K and kindergarten didn't have any classes because of parent-teacher conferences, and my son is in kindergarten. So I had him home for those 2 days. He had some orthopedic appointments because literally this week, my son sprained his left thumb. So he is currently still in a brace. He sprained his thumb during this week. He was outside playing football with one of his friends, and my husband was throwing a football. And him and the little boy, I guess, collided into each other trying to grab the ball, and he jammed his thumb and he fractured it right here. So I was like, great, something else to add to my troubles. But he is still in his brace, but my son is doing much better. He actually goes back this Friday for x-rays to see how it's healing. The swelling has since went down a whole lot, thank God. So I think after this week, he'll be in his brace probably 2 to 3 more weeks, depending on what the orthopedic doctor says this week. So, but yeah, that's what happened the week of the 19th. I ended up having to run around to different appointments for him because he sprained his thumb, and we actually thought he had broke it. So glad it's not broken. Again, more of my journaling pages, wrong stickers. You guys know I have millions and millions and millions of rolls of wrong stickers. So yes, I use them to my advantage. I actually did not finish this page. So I set up 2 extra pages. I was doing a May reflection, and this is the only pages you're going to see that's in cursive. I actually need to go back and finish. These stickers are from Leela Journals. Artie not only designs beautiful journals, but she designs beautiful pet tape and washi tape. As you can see here, again, Ferris will press billowing blush. So let me now show you, because it's now in a different pen. Like I said, I had it in my Esterbrook Maui pen, but it is now in my Twsbi Diamond Mini. And look at how the shimmer just shines through. You guys are going to get real sick of me in this freaking ink. I love this ink. I love how the stub nib on the mini writes. It is so smooth. So yes, it brings out even more shimmer than I ever thought. So I'm going to always show you guys this ink. It is gorgeous. I've actually gotten people to go out and buy this ink. So you know what? I'm such an enabler. If you guys like a lot of shimmer like I do, Ferris will press billowing blush. Make sure you guys grab that. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back and finish this page. I wasn't done writing. I think I was doing this at night a few nights ago, and I think I was getting really tired, and I just stopped writing. But it's just my May's reflection pages on what happened throughout the month, my feelings and stuff. So I'll go back and fill this in. I didn't realize I didn't finish. And then this is the last week of May. Again, still using my sticker kit from the Rosy Life Planner. I did add some beautiful washi from Simply Gilded to it, which it went to one of Irene's older kits, but I have a plethora of Simply Gilded washi, so I need to start using it again. But I added this down because of the bows and the pink in the background, and it blends in so well with the stickers. I decided to write in pink pen. I think another week I wrote in pink pen, but so yeah, I decided to write in the pink pen for the whole last week to match the kit. A lot of my icon stickers are going to be from DEK Designs. I used to PR for her the end of last year, so I have a plethora of the icon stickers. These were her new stickers that she gifted us. I think it was in the advent box, actually, because she started a new character, which I think her name is Stormy. So, yeah, I decided I needed to use some of my icon stickers, so they're on this page. Other than that, just my typical schedule with the kids. It looks like it's a lot, but it's not. I'm just repetitive on what I write. My morning routine, my evening routine. What did I do this past weekend? Oh, I did wash and retwist my girl's hair. And then Sunday on the 1st, we actually went out to the mall and spent the day at the mall, did a little bit of shopping. So yeah, that is that week. And then the last few pages of journaling pages using the prompt. And there we go. So yeah, this ends May off. May was a pretty decent month for me. I hope it was a decent month for everybody else. I know a few of my friends, their kids are already on summer break. Kind of everybody's summer started right around Labor Day. I live in the state of Maryland, so we start school late and we get out late. So there we go. We typically go back the end of August, and my kids get out the middle of June. So it just is what it is. I'm okay with that. It gives my kids a little bit of time to be in school, and it gives me a little bit more time to prep. So there is my May flip through in a nutshell. I have one more month to fill up in this planner, which is going to be June. And then July, I showed you guys I will be starting another journal / planner from Lila Journals. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into my June currently inked, which is on these pages. If you guys can remember from some time ago, I'm a part of a fountain pen group called Rightfully Scribed on YouTube. Some of the girls you probably most definitely know in the group, but we typically do ink challenges just about every month. I did not write the name of the challenge on here, so I'm going to recall from memory. We were supposed to pick an ink and, what were we supposed to do? We were supposed to pick an ink and have it be of a place, like of a place that we might have traveled to or a place that we will want to travel to. So for me, I've never traveled outside of the United States, but I just want to be able to travel to a different state and go to lovely beaches. I'm all about the beach life. I don't like swimming. I just want to lay up on a beach with a Mai Tai and be happy. So, and I decided to pick greens for this month anyway, because I typically don't really write in green. So for me, going to the beach, palm trees, that's kind of my thing. So that's where I'm kind of at when I came with my ink selections a little bit. And because I just want to kind of dive into colors I typically don't really use. So you guys are going to seeing one color in particular that I would never write with, but I'm going to give it a shot this month. So my currently inked, everything is inked in a Twsbi except for one ink. I cleaned out some pens. So like I said, Billowing Blush was in my Esterbrook, but now I switched it out, and my Esterbrook now has Emerald Gardens. All of my inks are Ferris press except for two, which is these two. So I can show you the pens real quick that each one of these are in. So off the first ink is my Twsbi Diamine in white and rose gold. I have, of course, Ferris press Billowing Blush in it. It is a stub nib, so that is what this ink looks like. And of course, you guys have been seeing it on my pages. The second ink I chose for the month is Ferris press Emerald Gardens. Both Billowing Blush and Emerald Gardens is part of the Fairy Tales collection. and it was for the theme of Beauty and the Beast. So I most definitely got these two because one, pink is my favorite color. Green is my husband's favorite color. So it's kind of cool that I bought these two inks for Beauty and the Beast. This is the Esterbrook Maui. This is my only Esterbrook pen. I plan to get another Etsy, but I snagged this at a very, very low price after like watching it for like 8 months. So I paid $125 for it. I'm not even going to tell you where I got it from because they are not selling it for this price anymore. But I was happy to snag it, and I really like this pen, especially because it is a limited edition pen. So my Esterbrook is in a medium nib. It should say it right there. So yes, that's Emerald Gardens. My next pen is my Twsbi Echo in Cerulean Blue. That is a stub nib, and it has Ferris wheel press Tides of Midas. I chose Tides of Midas because it's a different shade of blue, and when I first got this pen last week, I was actually going to get Pelikan Elastein's Golden Lapis. I still might buy Golden Lapis ink, but I'm not sure if I want it or not. And I was going to compare it with Tides of Midas, but I noticed Tides of Midas is such a deep blue, and Golden Lapis ink is like a greenish blue. So it's kind of cool to see the comparison of inks. I still might buy Golden Lapis just to have because it's a really pretty ink. But I'm going to give Tides of Midas a shot. This was one of the inks that I got in my last order using up my loyalty points. I think I bought like 5 or 6 bottles of ink using just the points. So, and this is one of the newer inks that just came out over the last 2 months. But that is how it looks. It's a dark blue ink with gold shimmer in it. I'm trying to like not knock anything over, but there. And it's really pretty. So I'm going to be writing with that this month. My other ink is going to be, it's Diamine's ink vent from last year, and it is Fruit Cocktail, and it is in my Twsbi Echo Clear. I do not like this ink. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. And it's not because it's not shimmer. It's not a shade that I would typically write with. I don't use bright inks in that nature. I do pinks, blues, purples, some greens. I have a few shades of browns. But this orange, the only other orange ink that I have that I really truly do love, but it's a burnt orange, is Ferris Wheel Press Hardy Harvest. And that's because it's a fall color. So fall oranges I can do. Bright oranges I typically do not like. But you guys know I have the Diamine ink vent from last year, which was the black edition. It was my first ever ink vent that I have ever bought. So I've been telling my husband I need to use those inks because they've typically just been sitting. Out of the 24 shades, or 25 shades, I think I only on the regular use about 4 to 6 of them. So I said I need to use my ink vent. So I decided to pull out Fruit Cocktail. It is a scented ink actually, and it smells pretty decent. But I decided I'm going to go ahead and use this and give it a shot. So I put it in my Echo because it is a fine nib and it's no shimmer. So we're going to see how this plays out this month. I do have some orange stickers from Wrong I can use. Some of my butterfly stickers have a touch of orange. So we're going to give this a shot. I'll probably do some Instagram reels on this when I write with it to just give my honest perspective. But when I first swatched this ink in like December, I hated this ink. I had a few of my other fountain pen friends say they didn't like this shade either. They did not typically care for it. But it's summer, so that's why I chose it for June, because it's a bright summer color. So I'll keep you guys updated when I write with this and see how it fared. I'm not an orange girl, so this is way out of my element for me, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'll keep you guys posted on how I like really writing with this ink on paper. The next ink I have is the wearingeul Pinocchio. It is housed in my Twsbi Echo Amazonites. And the shimmer, you guys know I like wearingeul inks. I have a few of them in my collection. And I love this Pinocchio ink. I purposely bought this ink to go with the Amazonite pen. I wasn't even going to get this pen a few months ago, but I went and saw it in person. For me, I have to go see stuff, certain pens in person, because online it looks different. And you guys know that this is I think this is a limited edition Twsbi color. It came out, I think Twsbi dropped this pen in like December. I think I went and got it. No, I think it came out before December. It came out towards the end of the year, and I think like 2 months later, I went to Pen Boutique, which I am local to them, and I saw it in person, and I grabbed it, and I picked Pinocchio to go with this pen. I just felt like it was so pretty. It matches very well. I hope Twsbi comes out with this pen with like pink and a cream, or a shade of purple with the white resin mixed into it. This is the only pen that they have that the resin is mixed. It was their first test of this, so that's why I got it. And it tends to be really pretty. So, and I'm not a fan of greens, but I kind of liked how this pen really looked. And there is the wearingeul ink, as you can see, such pretty shimmer. And last but not least, Ferris Press Moonbeam Metals. I have that housed in my Twsbi Diamine 580 in Iris, and it's in a medium nib. I put it in this pen because of the iris with the colors with the purple and the iridescent. The ink matches very pretty. I'm still liking this ink. I typically use shades of purple. This is like, it's a lilac, and the shimmer I think in it is green and gold. As you can see, let's see if I can get it back on camera for you guys. So there you go. It's extremely pretty. Oops, I hit the tripod in every video. It's so funny. I feel like it gives off a little bit of like ghosting, if that's the terminology, when I write with it. I guess that's because it's in a medium nib, but I do like this. I had been writing with it a few times, and this is one of the newer inks. This just came out last month in May, if I'm not mistaken. So I most definitely wanted to add it to my collection of Ferris Press inks. You guys know I love their inks. So yeah, I've been writing with this a few times, and I do like it. I think because it's just in a medium nib, the shading or ghosting it gives off for me, it's a little but I do like the shade. So, but yeah, these are the 6 colors that I'm using for the month of June. I'm going to do my best to not kill you guys with billowing blush, but y'all know I am. I write with it all the time. It's actually my everyday go-to ink. So, but I'm most definitely going to be writing with my greens a lot more this month, because green was my theme color for June. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more of the greens, but here's all of the inks, all of the shimmers. Again, Fruit Cocktail is the only one that is a standard ink, and it's scented. So yeah, I'm going to be playing around with these, especially this one. I'm going to give y'all an update. I'm going to try my best to write with this freaking ink. I don't like it, but I'm going to write with it because I need to stop hoarding my stuff and use it. So yeah, but there we go. I thank you guys for sticking it out through my video of me yapping. I hope everybody was inspired with my currently inked for the month of June. Thank you for watching my May flip through. June is a little different with stickers since I don't have the sticker kits, but that's okay. Like I said, my theme colors are going to be green and orange and possibly some yellows. So I'll have a pop of yellow here and there. But I wanted to give off a summer feel with my stickers that I currently have in my stash. So I look forward to putting some more spreads together, especially for next week. Because this week, I think I don't know what color scheme I used for this week. Let's go back. But this week, I did neutrals, but with pops of green. So this is something new for me. I don't do neutral colors like that. But I felt like it was kind of cool to pull these out, to pull some of the green out. So yeah, so be on the lookout for my next video. That should be coming up in another day or two of my plan with me for next week. Thank you again. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please like this video and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. If you are not following me over on Instagram, stop playing, y'all. Follow me. It's Brittany_loves, LUVS_pink. Hence pink, the name. That's my jam. That's my signature color. Even my engagement ring is pink. So yeah, my husband is like, whatever you want, I don't care. So there you go. Make sure you guys are following me over there. Like, most definitely, I post all of my planner and journal content on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me over there. And other than that, thanks for watching my video. Check out, make sure you guys are stay tuned for the next one of my plan with me for next week, which is the third week of June. I'm sorry. And yeah, and I'll have another video possibly on Monday of my new theme box from Rosie Life Planner. So be on the lookout. Like and subscribe to this video. And I hope everybody has a wonderful and productive Wednesday. And let's keep rocking out this week. And until next time, bye, planner babes.